She's bitter because society's standards, in her view, don't allow black women to just walk around with their natural hair. That is bullshit. Black women can walk around with whatever hair they want. Only in Michelle Obama's warped mind do white people not like them unless their hair looks like white hair. And here's the other thing. The nerve of this woman to pretend that black women are the only women who have to spend a bunch of time getting their natural hair to, quote, conform to these alleged society standards. Because virtually every woman I know, every woman spends a ton of time on her hair and wants it to look better than God made it. It's not a black thing, it's a human thing, and it's especially a woman thing, but she's always reducing everything to race.
Last year in 2024, 25 US states passed the Crown Act with active campaigns at a federal level, which, in case you're not aware, Megan, was created specifically to address race-based hair discrimination. You do not get multi-state legislation backed by major civil rights organizations and brands from around the world for a problem that is not real. If black women were truly okay wearing our hair however we wanted, whenever we wanted, and wherever we wanted, Megan, then none of that would exist, would it? And whilst, yes, many women do indeed invest heavily in their appearance and in their hair also, it's only some of us women that are punished for wearing it in its natural state. Let's be honest, your video has absolutely nothing to do with Michelle Obama's warped perspective, and it's actually got everything to do with your very uncomfortable racial ignorance. A really worrying lack of cultural literacy in general. I think that's really the core of the problem here, if I'm honest. Michelle's experience aligns with that of millions of other black women and is consistent with centuries of European beauty norms that are...
Yes, someone replied this lady attacking Megyn Kelly after her take on Michelle Obama. Legislation like the Crown Act reflects successful activism, not inherent racism. Private employees have the right to enforce professional growing standards that apply universally regardless of race. Black women aren't uniquely punished. All professionals adapt their appearance for roles, from suit to style hair, emphasizing merit over identity politics. True empowerment comes from excellence and adaptability, not demanding special protections that undermine workplace uniformity. That is it. This lady going after Megyn Kelly for saying this to Michelle, she doesn't even understand a lot of things. I believe these explanations is just enough. There is nothing. I've not seen any workplace where they tell you, oh, because you're a black person, you have just to do this. That's insane. Every person has a right to do their hair the way they want. For days now, Michelle Obama is going viral for things like this.
I just hope that one day we can stop disappointing Michelle and Barack Obama. We've been such a disappointment to them for so long. I was sad to hear this because every single day of that 107-day campaign, I look for something to compliment. I was looking for a way to go, wow, Kamala Harris, dang, that was a good point. Well said, amazing, wow, interesting policy. Wow. Never once did I get the opportunity on the merits to do that. And I feel like it's insulting. Give us someone to root for.
Yeah.
Give us somebody who isn't on the wrong side of every issue. And that wasn't just for men. I mean, she was wrong side of the border, on crime, on education, and certainly on Biden's unpopularity. She couldn't even say one thing about how she would be different from Biden. And let me give you another example. Abigail Spanberger, sorry, I'm bringing it up again. This is a person who was, how many, 14 points ahead in the polls when Jay Jones' text came out that he wanted to murder the opposition leader. She couldn't even distance herself from him. She didn't have the wherewithal and the strength and the courage and the bravery to say, not in our party, out. She still would have won.
Yeah.
And but she was not able to do that. You have to look at somebody like the new prime minister of Japan and say, wow, now that woman is impressive. She is tough. The Chinese just said that they would bash her head against the Great Wall of China for supporting Taiwan. And she's didn't even blink. Like, give America, men and women, someone to root for, regardless of gender.
A lot of people want to know, well, what do braids mean? What does she mean? Look, y'all.
What does she mean? It's
what, you know, I mean, that's how white folks are. It's like, what does that mean? What are you saying? We're saying nothing except I just don't want to have to do my hair every day.
Yes, one day ago, I saw a comment. Someone said, "Oh, we are obsessed with Michelle Obama." I was asking myself, like, obsessed how? She is the one making a fool of herself, like saying these ridiculous things every single time, complaining here and there, and people reacting, laughing, mocking at her. They are not obsessed with her. If she stopped making these complaints every day, you will not see any person talking about Michelle Obama. Maybe she likes it. Yeah.
We're trying to keep our hair straight for y'all.
Michelle, respectfully, no one cares. No white person is obsessing over your hair and what you do with it. This is the race divide that is currently existing. Mind you, this is the prior First Lady of the United States, dividing America based on race. No one cares. Stop blaming white people for all of your problems, okay? This victimhood that you're creating, it's mind-boggling, truly. If you want your hair straight, then so be it. If you don't blame white people for having straight hair. The reason that people can't swim, maybe that's because there weren't enough fathers in the home. I don't know. You're blaming a perm as the reason that black people don't go to the gym. No, maybe because it's laziness. This lack of accountability is just beyond me, truly. Just take responsibility. If you want straight hair, then have straight hair. You're a grown adult woman. But to sit here and say, dear white people, you're the reason for my problems, your hair? What are you talking about? You have time and money. You're on a book tour. If you want natural hair to go swimming and go to the gym, then wear your natural hair that the Lord gave you. But don't sit here and say, white people, stop asking us questions. Maybe people are asking questions because they're genuinely curious. Stop taking offense when someone asks a question.
This is a country based on racism and slavery, and founded in it. There is systemic racism
and misogyny.
And there are people that I've never met anyone that raises their hand and says, I am racist. However, there are people that seem to be able to look the other way when it comes to racism. So you have a president who traffics in misogyny, who traffics in xenophobia, who traffics in sexism.
And won.
And won against a black woman. So don't tell me that this country is ready for a black woman. Don't tell me this country is ready for
let's
a
face
woman.
It, Hillary Clinton was one of the most qualified people.
But she was qualified.
Let me finish my sentence.
Well, I got into
She's qualified. She's more qualified than any man she's run against, in my opinion. And she lost to a reality talk show host.
Yes, Mark Levin replied to Michelle Obama when she said America need to grow up. They are not ready for a woman president. This stirred up reactions on social media not seen in a long time. Mark Levin said this, "No, Michelle, we are not ready for you. You are a radical leftist who keep trashing our country and talking down to the people, and you will be unable to hold up to the scrutiny on substantive issues. Had you run, you didn't run because you love making millions for doing next to nothing. And you are endlessly complaining about anything and everything. You are no Margaret Thatcher, Golda Meir, Indiana, and on and on. And should a woman be nominated as a Republican for president, you will never vote for her. That is the truth. Michelle will not vote for her. She's saying America is not ready for a woman president. It's something in her heart. She will never stand for that person. Let's say this year a woman is nominated for president. Let's see what Michelle will do. It is just like what happened with Barack Obama in Virginia. Obama campaigned, you should campaign for a black woman. A woman was now running against a Democrat white woman. Obama reversed the course, started campaigning for that white Democrat. That's to tell you who these people are. Sometimes when I watch them, I usually laugh all through because they just want power. Yeah. As a Democrat, even if you are bad, they will always support you. That is the truth about these people. So seeing her complaining, doing this, I'm just tired.
I'm sorry, but you have to subject yourself to the burdens of a hair, makeup, and wardrobe team.
By the way, how rich have they become since they left office? I mean, this is the deal, right?
I don't want to make the video long. I think I'm going to end here. I want to appreciate people supporting me, sharing out my videos. God bless you abundantly. Never stop. As of the short clips, that is for the YT algorithm. You can always skip.
Democrats must recognize that Zohran Mamdani is the future of the party.
Over 40, he beat Hillary by 41 points.
Right.
He beat Joe, he got lost to Joe Biden.
But not in West Virginia.
No, he still won by 40 points.
This let me know one thing. This ain't got nothing to do with color. This ain't got nothing to do with color. It's either God's side or Satan's side.
And that was my first instinct to have more Republicans on the show, but they don't want to come on. They're scared of us. It's like
History.
Wait, when I say I'm not going to be apocalyptic, he even gets an off.
If the Democrats...
Because how many times do somebody asks?
4.
J.D. Vance should be the next president of the United States. If you want to serve in the American...
Give interviews, I don't do that.
J.D. Vance should be the next president of the United States.
happening at the moment.
Yeah. President Obama.
He's blatant censorship.
Because he says he has a team of fact checkers.
The FCC.
Want them to stop fooling around with my right to say what I feel.
Well,
Americans, it's a part of who we are.
Because that is really something that didn't happen before.
Does anybody else watch The View? Because I think there's...
I'm going to say one.
Look, there are certain rules of free speech that we must all abide by. But in case anyone needs a refresher, we're going to go over the rules again.
He does not have a right to have a television show.
to spreading lies.
Somebody to get up there, not
All the same people that are in these polite...
Disagree with what Gavin Newsom said that he doesn't.
Dave Chappelle.
Out of interest.
I mentioned last night Trump was bragging about how...
Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Peggy D.
Many were surprised to see Darth Renner.
Between now...
60 minutes for editing an interview.
Victims. And I don't think that we're not ready. I think when we look at the two